Hello, if you are here today, you are here for part 2 of personality change. So I'm not gonna waste any more time, we're just gonna get into it and we're gonna start. Okay, Bakugo's point of view. You're kidding, right? Icy hot, you know she's dead. Aizawa-sensei said she's alive and my older brother too. If there's even a slight chance I can get to see her again, I would take it, wouldn't you? The half-and-half bastard asked. Of course I would, I mumbled. Flashback, third-person point of view. A young YN was running around through the halls in Bakugo's household. YN! A 5-year-old Bakugo yelled, chasing after a 5-year-old girl. YN was wearing a gray sweatpants and a light blue shirt with white sneakers, while Bakugo was wearing his normal black jeans, black shirt, black shoes. Be careful, you two, Mitsuki yelled from the kitchen. YN ran into the kitchen to hide behind her legs. No fair, Bakugo pouted. Food's done, so it's time. She was cut off by a aggressive knock at the door. I'll get it. She smiled at the two children and sat at the table. Who do you think it is? A nervous YN asked Bakugo. I don't know. Bakugo glared into the direction of his front door. Mitsuki walked back into the kitchen. YN, your dad's here. She smiled. YN frowned and hopped down from her seat she was sitting in. I'll see you soon, cats. She smiled and walked towards the door. Bakugo ran up and grabbed her hand and pulled her into a hug. Don't get hurt, nickname, he whispered into her ear. I won't, she whispered back before pulling away and smiling. She walked to the door and walked to her father's limo, and that was the last time Bakugo ever saw her. End of flashback. Start of Shoto's flashback, third-person point of view. Endeavor walked through the front door in his house while dragging a crying YN behind him. All 4 of her siblings were sitting in the living room. They were alarmed by her cries. Toya was the first one to run to her aid, with Natsu not far behind them. Fuyame was following her brothers, with Shoto holding her hand. Let her go, Toya yelled. She needs to learn her place. She shouldn't be running off by herself. Endeavor glared. She's scared of you, Toya yelled. Then she'll be a terrible pro. You need to do better than that. He yelled back and loosening his grip, allowing YN to escape. She ran behind Toya. She grabbed onto his waist and started to cry on his back. Just leave her alone, Toya screamed as he burst into flames. That was the last time they ever saw the pair again. End of flashback. Both boys shivered at the personal flashbacks. They pulled into the police station. They got their car and parked it in the parking lot. They were brought to YN's investigation room. They looked through the glass and saw a female version of Dabi, but her roots up to her eyebrows were the color of Shoto's hair, and the rest of her hair was black. She even had the same scars as the villain. She was leaning on the back of the chair. She looked really bored. Can I talk to her? Shoto asked the police officer in the room with them. I think you mean we, Icy Hot, Bakugo spoke up, mostly in a sneer, looking at him and looking at the girl through the glass. Yeah, we want to talk to her, Shoto nodded. After the questioning, but you were able to listen in if you want, the police officer offered the deal, he said as he clicked the button with the 2 boys so they could hear the conversation between watching the pro hero Hawks walk into the room and replace the detective. YN's point of view. The pro hero walked through the door and I rolled my eyes. Hey, what's the reaction for, kid? Hawks teased as he sat down. You were the one that ratted me out. I wouldn't be here. My brother wouldn't be in jail because of your ass. I sneered. I felt two familiar presence tense from the other side of the glass. "Who's here?" I asked. "How do you know that there are others here?" he asked back. "I asked something first," I glared. "And Todoroki and Baku, I think that's what their names were," Hawk said with a finger on his chin. I jumped back to my chair at the mention of those names, and the memories came flooding back. Memories of Baku and Midoriya playing heroes, and memories of me playing with Shoto. But there were also painful ones. The last time I saw Bakugo, and the gruesome training with Shoto. I started to feel dizzy, my vision faded, and I could hear Hawks who was calling out my name. So yeah, that was part 2 of personality change / Todoroki's twin. I will be doing part 3 probably tomorrow if I can. If I can't, it's because of school related stuff where I'm busy. But I will upload part 3 later